Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. I haven't done a video in my bedroom in years. I know I promised you guys a video about the liver, but I wanted to stop midweek and bring this video to you because it's very important to me. You know, it's funny because I just got back from the gym and I hopped in the shower and I took my shower and I thought, okay, now's a good time to do this video. And I was standing in front of the mirror and I was, how am I going to do my hair? Still wet. How am I going to do my hair? How am I going to do my makeup? What setting am I going to have for this video? And then all of a sudden, it was like the light bulb came on and it was like, stop. Just stop. Because no setting that you choose, no hairstyle that you pick, and no makeup that you put on is going to do this video any justice. You know, I've been on YouTube a couple of years now, and when I very first started out, I met a very, very beautiful woman. I've taken a few days to do this video because it's very emotional, and I didn't want to get all sobby and weird. But I met this beautiful, beautiful woman, and we both had kidney disease, and you know, I think she had like 4 videos up. I had like 2, and excuse me. And she contacted me, and she said, "Hey, girlfriend, send me your address." And I thought, what? I'm gonna send you my address? You could be some psycho killer. I don't even know. I've never been on, you know, on YouTube before, or I didn't know, you know, I was very naive as far as being on the internet. And I was surrounded by a bunch of people. And at that point I was married and, you know, the whole bit. So I was like, yeah, what the hell? What, you know, what harm can it do? And I sent her my address. And all of a sudden she sent me like this jewelry, and she sent me a coffee mug and all this stuff. And I was like, who is this girl? I don't even know her. And from that point on, we became really good friends. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes of YouTube that the viewers don't know about, that happens among the creators. You know, what are we going to choose to talk about? What should we talk about? What should we not talk about? You know, what's going to get us better ratings? Because basically, you know, that's why we're here. And, you know, what's going to piss an audience off? Oh, this might piss them off, but it's really good information. And you bounce that off people. And this woman was always there. And because she was also a creator. And a lot of people know her, a lot of my viewers know her as Chicky, because as she was going through her kidney transition and I was going through mine, I would send a lot of people over to her channel, and she emailed a lot of you. A couple of weeks ago, I got an email from her, a text message from her, telling me that she was very sick. And I know some of you are going to go running off to go to see her channel, but I can assure you it's already been taken down and her Facebook has been canceled. And, you know, I don't know who makes the choices. Is it us? Do we choose when it's our time to leave? Is it a higher power? You know, nobody really has the answers. I know that a lot of you sit there and think you know the answers, but I can assure you, I know this in my soul beyond a shadow of doubt. We are not who we think we are at all. And I don't know who decides this stuff. You know, some people say, well, it's definitely God. God is definitely the one that decides it. But you don't know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. You do not know that. You know, I mean, if they put your head on a guillotine and said, we're going to cut it off, are you positive? You can't be positive. We only know what we've seen, what we've heard, what we've been taught, what we've been told. And you know, we both started this journey together, and Friday, let me back up. Friday, I got a text message from her, and she said something along the lines of, "Sweet Marie, I want to thank you for always being there for me, and I just want to let you know that things have gotten really bad very quickly, and hospice has come in, and you know, I'm gonna transition soon." And 24 hours after that message, I got a call from a mutual friend, let me know that she had passed. Now, in this line of work, in this profession, I have helped a lot of people transition, a lot, because of the cancer and, you know, a million other diseases, if that's what you want to call them, and kidneys that shut down. Kidneys always shut down. One thing I have always noticed as I'm helping somebody transfer to the next realm or the next whatever in their life, the next journey, is that the kidneys, the blood pressure will start dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And it's usually not the disease that kills them, it's the kidneys shutting down that kill them. And I was amazed, because everyone that I have helped transition has been very aware. Sometimes they're very groggy, kind of out of it 3 days before they pass. But I have never seen anyone, and this says a lot about this woman, I've never seen anyone that present, that physically there 24 hours before passing. She passed away on Saturday at 4 p.m. And like I said, I don't know who makes these choices. This could have been me. I mean, she went one direction, I went the other, and we both started out our journey on the same platform. But two things that I can tell you that I have definitely learned, and I know for sure beyond a shadow of a doubt on this journey. Number one is you have to love yourself. Not just love yourself, not just sit there and go, oh yeah, I care about myself. Yes, I love myself. I think very highly of myself. Not that. I hear a lot of people sitting there saying, I want to be loved. I want to be loved unconditionally. I want to be loved like this. I want this type of love. That type of love, that's the type of love that you got to show yourself. The type of love that you're looking for is the type of love that you've got to show yourself in order to hang in there and have the strength to continue on this journey. And you know, I hear people say, well, I want to look at myself naked in the mirror. I know I want somebody to look at me naked and think I look sexy, even though I've got all this fat and all these rolls and everything else. That's the way you got to love yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and go, I love myself like this, you know, or I know I can't sing a note, but I want somebody to love me, even though I sing like crap. Well, then when you sing, you got to love yourself that much. So you've got to love yourself as much as you want someone else to love you, or the way that you want someone else to love you. And in turn, you've got to love others the way you want to be loved, because you can't just sit there and say, well, I want to be loved like this, but I'm not going to love them like that. You know, I want hugs, I want kisses, but shit, I never hug or kiss anybody. It doesn't work that way. And the number two thing I've learned on this journey is that once you have damaged an organ, you cannot go back to treating that organ the way you treated it when you first started this journey. I have a lot of people, protein is something that kills kidneys, animal protein, We were never meant to eat that much protein, and it kills your kidneys. GMO food kills your kidneys. Soy kills your kidneys. Water out of the tap full of chlorine kills your kidneys. I mean, and I'm talking coming out of your shower too. You need to have a filter on there. There's a lot of things that kill your kidneys. And you cannot, I have a lot of people that sit there and say to me, well, Marie, okay, I'm going to stop eating meat now. I haven't eaten it for 6 months. Hey, my kidneys are doing great. And I haven't eaten GMO and I'm doing great. And I haven't eaten soy and I'm doing awesome. And my kidneys are doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And then all of a sudden we forget where we came from. And it's like, all I ever hear people say is, well, how soon can I start eating meat again? How soon can I start eating my chicken again? How soon can I have ice cream again? And I want to lie to them. I want to tell them, well, you know, in a year, 2 years. But the truth is, the answer is never. You cannot go back to abusing your organs and expect them to continue healing you. Once an organ has been damaged, you want to continue loving it and taking care of it. You can't sit there and smoke 2 packs a day. And now I can sit there and go, I can breathe great. I'm just going to sneak that little cigarette just once a week. Just once a week. I'll have it with a cup of coffee. Can't do that. Because the next thing you know, it'll be 3 cigarettes, 4 cigarettes, and you'll be right back to square one. This journey of health is no different than an alcoholic's journey or a drug addict's journey. I can never, ever, ever take a drink again in my life. Ever. I don't ever step into a bar. Not on New Year's, not on my birthday, not on ever do I ever have an alcoholic drink. Never again will I ever hang out with people who do drugs, because all I need is one line across that table. Never, never, ever will I buy a huge cheesecake and put it in my refrigerator and tempt myself with that. Never. Now, I'm not saying that because I am not perfect, and God knows I don't claim to be. There's been plenty of parties that I've gone to, musical parties, where there's been food involved, and I'm like, wow, I really want a piece of that cake. And I will go over there and I will serve myself a piece of that cake, and I will have it. We only live once, and I don't want to be perfect. And there's been times when it's like, wow, I really want that cup of coffee. I haven't had coffee in 5 years. 1 cup. But you know what? The very next day, you better pull up your big girl panties and get right back on that horse, and you got to continue being good. Because if you sit there and you keep 1 little cup here, 1 little cup there, 1 little piece here, 1 little piece there, the next thing you know, you'll be right back to where you started. You will do serious damage to that organ. You won't be around much longer. So I guess I just wanted to take today out and take a few minutes out of my day and remember this wonderful woman who, even though she started going the wrong direction and I kept escalating and doing better and better, not once did I ever hear her say, I'm jealous of you. I wish I had that. No, she always used to call me or text me and say, Marie, you are so blessed. You are so blessed. And she kept encouraging me. She never forgot my birthday, and she never missed a Christmas. She was actually the only person who ever used to send me Christmas gifts. So, I swore I wasn't going to do this. Wherever she is, I know that she's helping people just like she helped you, because I know And one of the choices that us as creators make is whether we're going to take down our channel. She decided to take down hers. I've already decided I will not be taking mine down if anything should happen to me. But I want all of you to remember this. Life is precious. Life is so short. Man, you can't blink. It just goes like that. So if there's something that you have been wanting to do, do it. Do it. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it today. Do it yesterday. Do it now. Don't wait, because we never know how much time we have on this little planet that we call Earth. We just never know. I thought this woman would be around forever, and I was wrong. And I have, you know, other friends that I cherish very much. And I normally would never do a video like this, but, you know, Chicky was out here for you guys. And we do not have to be here. We do not have to take time out of our day to do videos. We do not have to take time to research and bring you this information. We don't have to. So for those of you who sent her and me dirty messages saying, well, you're a stupid this, that, you don't know what you're talking about. People, the information is free. It is 150,000% free. If it doesn't work for you, what have you lost? You've lost what? 15 minutes watching a video. You know, and be kind to one another. Love one another. Respect one another. And above all, please stay happy and stay healthy. And I do promise my next video will be on the liver. All right, guys. Till next time. Say a little prayer for Chicky, because I know she helped tons of you through emails, through phone calls, and giving you advice and giving you support. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for your comments and always being there. Hope you're having a wonderful week. See you Friday. Bye.